Jim Wyant, Master Craftsman Photographer. I'm here to talk to you about an image that I created called Havasu Falls. It is an image from Havasu Falls in northern Arizona. It's a beautiful 10-mile approximately hike down through the Havasu Indian Reservation, which is in part of the Grand Canyon. And we're just going to talk about the beautiful area, why I went there, and how we came about creating the image. To get to Havasu Falls is a kind of a tricky proposal. You can't just go there and walk down into the canyon. You have to have a reservation, and those are hard to come by because a lot of people want to go down there and see it. It is that beautiful. It's a rather strenuous hike, but certainly well worth it. You can camp at the bottom. I went down with a film camera. It was a panoramic camera. I had previously been down with my sons. They were very small, very young at the time, and didn't carry all of my camera equipment. And when I got down there, I had wished that I had taken it all. I had small cameras with me. So this second trip, I took a large film camera. As I said, it's a panorama and rather large negative. The falls itself is extremely beautiful, but the image as you see it is not really of the falls per se. It has a piece of the falls in the right hand side, but I was in love with just the environment, the bottom area, the pool where the falls came down. And then we had some smaller falls that came off of that pool, and it actually came down several times into a little creek that went down to the Colorado River. But just the beauty of the color, it's very not only tranquil, but it's just I have a good feeling being there. It's like going back in time into a peaceful place, and I think my wife expressed that it was like a little piece of heaven. It was like she woke up and she was in heaven. The colors are very vibrant. The water itself is a rather turquoise color and a deep tone. The water is colored by some kind of mineral that's in the area. And then you have the red rocks and the vibrant green and the vibrant blue sky. It all kind of plays together. To create the image, I had to be in the water. At least I felt like I had to be in the water to get the full impact of what I was seeing. And I slowed the shutter speed way down. I used some neutral density filter so that I could get into a low shutter speed while I still had nice daylight to work with. I don't recall exactly what the speed was on it. It was around 30 seconds. And of course, with film, it made it a little difficult for printing we ended up printing an 8-foot image of this, which held tightly together because it was film and because it was a large negative. And the result is it gives you an image that you feel like you can just walk into. It's so crisp and so clean and so clear. It ended up that, like in most cases these days, the film we ended up scanning it on a very large drum scanner and then printing it digitally. The positive side of scanning this large negative, of course the tricky part was to get it scanned sharp enough, crisp enough that it would give us all that that negative had to give. And that's not a simple thing, and it's not your everyday $200 scanner that you can buy from the photo store. Because I got this and of course it ended up as an extremely large file. So I brought that file into Photoshop, and I was able to do the dodging and burning that we typically talk about in the darkroom on the computer itself. But honestly, there wasn't a lot of work that needed to be done with the image. It was clean and crisp and clear. We're offering the image Havasu Falls in a limited edition. There will be various sizes, and the acrylic finish is what we decided on to really pronounce the vibrance and the beautiful colors that are in this image.